Hi there, I'm Dr. Francesca Zampollo, and as you know, I talk about food design. In this video, I want to explain to you why I think chefs could use food design thinking. Let's consider the example of a soup, how a chef can design a soup dish. So the first example that I have for you is this. This is a soup, basically, by Chef Heston Blumenthal. So as you can see, this is not just a soup. You have a golden, basically stock cube, but it's a golden clock that is given to you, and you're given a teapot, and you add hot water to the teapot, and you see this golden watch melt and become stock. Once that process has completed, so you're there waiting and watching this happening in front of you, you can then pour the stock into the other component of the soup, basically the solid component of the soup. So we can fairly say that this is much more than a soup. Right? We are not sure that we can definitely say that this has not come from a food design thinking process. I do not think that Heston Blumenthal uses a food design thinking process, but indeed he uses some type of very efficient creative process. If we look at another example, this is again indeed a soup, right? It is a soup from a 2 Michelin star chef in a 2 Michelin star restaurant. And I am sure that it is delicious, that all the ingredients are perfectly combined and the texture is amazing, and it also looks beautiful, but it is indeed a soup on a plate. So if we compare it to Heston Blumenthal soup, we see that in this case the level of creativity has gone way beyond the food itself and has gone to include the vessel and indeed the relationship between the customer and the food and the plate itself. There is a timing aspect, there is this engagement, there is this experience, movements need to happen, steps need to be taken. Heston Blumenthal's soup compared to this other soup is way more engaging, and we can definitely say that the experience goes beyond the food itself, whereas here, for sure, again, the flavor is amazing and the texture is amazing and the food itself looks beautiful, but that's it. This dish does not go beyond the plate itself. So a chef that uses food design thinking can go beyond the plate, as in this case. A chef has all the knowledge that he needs to design the food itself for it to be delicious and the texture is perfect, temperature is perfect and looks great. A more advanced, let's say, creative process can lead you to design beyond the plate, as in the case of Heston Blumenthal. The interaction with the dish itself is a lot bigger than just taking a spoon, picking up the food and bringing it to our mouth. But what I argue is that if chefs go a step further in their creativity process and use something like my food design thinking methodology, then they can design a dish that stretches beyond the plate and beyond the table in a way, because food design thinking brings you to design the food itself, indeed the vessel, and then the space and the relationship between the person and her companion, the person and the service staff, and the person and the other people eating around, in a way that is cohesive. Everything happening around the person eating and around the plate with the food itself is designed in a cohesive way. So if you use a food design thinking process, you will be designing a dish that is not only meaningful to people, that is of value of people, that has an emotional component, but also you will be designing a dish that is socially sustainable and environmentally sustainable. So this is the reason why I think that chefs could use a food design thinking process, because by using this type of creative process, you will reach a solution, a dish, or an entire restaurant that is both meaningful to people and environmentally and socially sustainable. So for example, this is the whole food design thinking process. A chef who is designing one dish does not need to go through the entire 52 methods, but you can pick and choose your own methods, and with something like just define your inspiration, which is something that we use at the very beginning, and it's a method that already pushes you towards thinking about social and environmental sustainability and indeed designing for meanings. You already know that you have more chances to reach that desired goal. And then methods like Idea Hive, which is actually available as a book, is going to be brilliant to design dishes. And then methods like from ideas to concept are really going to make sure that when you shift from the idea, the sketch, the quick sketch on a piece of paper of your dish to an actual prototype, you will follow through all those principles and all those meanings that you have decided that this should have and that you want people to experience. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Of course, if you're interested in food design thinking, just visit foodddesignthinking.org. You will find the link in the description below. And you can also have a look at the food design thinking books that I've already published and that are available on Amazon. Again, link in the description below. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day and happy food design.